Hello, welcome to Clarity Tarot. Happy to have you here. This reading is going to be answering the question, what strengths are available to me that can help me with this situation that I can lean into? So it's kind of the opposite of anytime that we're facing an issue and you get caught in kind of like the normal thought process of what's wrong with me, what do I need to fix about myself to do better at the situation. This is the opposite of that. This is, what am I already good at that I can do more of that will help me with this particular person or situation? So we have three piles, pile 1, 2, or 3. Pile 1 is the 9 of Swords reversed. Pile 2 is the 2 of Swords reversed. And pile 3 is the Queen of Pentacles. I will show you these a little bit closer to the screen here. Let's see. Sorry, still figuring out this camera. 2 of Swords. And then we have the Queen of Pentacles. This will be a general reading. If you're interested in a personal reading, you'll see in the description box how to contact me for that. There's also, if you're watching this in January 2022, I am doing a giveaway for a free reading. To enter, all you need to do is comment on one of my videos and I will select a winner. All right, take a moment, observe the pile, see what calls out to you, make your selection. I will see you at your reading. Okay, pile 1, welcome to your reading. We have first the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles, the Hermit reversed, the Devil, and the Hangman. So I love this for you, pile 1, because, I mean, in other circumstances, you might look at this spread and be like, I don't know that that's that great. But again, we're answering the question, what are your strengths that can help you with the situation? So your strengths are, you know all about loneliness, being left out, depression, anxiety, being trapped in your mind, overthinking, having attachments or addictions that hold you back. You know exactly what that's like, or being trapped in your mind or in your body and not being able to move forward in, you know, a positive action kind of way. Because you know exactly what that feels like, that will help you with the situation. So how will that help you, you might ask? Well, you know what it feels like to be stuck in action in an unhealthy way versus stuck in inaction in a way that's actually like has a spiritual purpose that's more aligned with surrender and acceptance. And so you are very practiced at being able to deal with those thoughts, feelings, emotions, mental processes that come up when you're in that kind of situation that can be quite overwhelming for others. I kind of feel like this doesn't get enough respect, honestly, in the world. I mean, I guess maybe for a person like myself, I have a lot of fire energy, and being told that I have to do nothing or just wait or let things evolve is seriously the most painful message in the world to me. But I can imagine, you know, at certain times in my life receiving a spread like this where I would be told, you know, one of your strengths is you've learned what it looks like when you really just need to wait and deal with whatever reactivity or emotion comes up for you. And that's what's coming through for your reading, pile 1. So your strengths to lean into are that you know how to deal with the discomfort of having to stay still, of having to do nothing, of having to just sit in whatever emotional swamp you have going on at the moment. And I'm hoping this isn't coming across negative to you, pile 1, because it's not. It's really just, you know, normal human experiences we all go through at one point or another. And you seem to be, at this point anyway, in a place where action won't help you. It's more about letting things settle, letting things evolve without you, and you sitting with and allowing your emotions to sublimate. And what I mean by that, by sublimate, it's almost like, you know, when you almost like when you put something on simmer And even if you're doing this like when you're cooking, some of the elements will, like let's say if you're making a soup, and you start to boil it, some of the water will evaporate. Some of the spices will evolve over time. And it's not an active process by you as the chef. You're just putting that pot on the stove and letting it do its thing. That is the process that Spirit is pointing to here, and the strength for you to lean into. So I would say, like, good for you. This is easy. You get to do nothing, although I'm getting for you, pile one, that might not be the easiest thing. It might be a very active disengagement from the impulse to do something, and that can be really challenging. But going back to, again, the question for the reading, what are your strengths to lean into? This is a strength for you to recognize that you need to just sit with the emotions that are coming up and allow the chips to fall. I'm just going to ask Spirit if there's anything I'm missing that I should highlight in this reading, or anything that I said that was potentially incorrect or could have been clearer. So Spirit, anything else for pile one? Oh, half the deck. Wow, literally half the deck. Here we go. 7 of Wands, 4 of Cups, 10 of Wands, Queen of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, 9 of Cups, 5 of Cups, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Pentacles again. We had that in the prior spread. Okay, let me tune into this for a second. Bottom of the deck, we have King of Swords. Okay, again, strengths to lean into. You're a very emotional person, pile one, but above it all, you're ruled by a logical mind. You know when to try to bring your emotions into line, when they serve you, and when they're just emotions that are passing through. So there's an encouragement here and advice from Spirit to remember your own good judgment, and that you see the situation very clearly. With the Queen of Pentacles as the only kind of, person in this spread, I'm thinking that is kind of a nod to who you should focus on being in this situation. So the Queen of Pentacles, what is she all about? By the way, you can be any gendered person and embody these traits, but Queen of Pentacles is someone very focused on home, family, health, body, the rhythms that support your life. I think of the Queen of Pentacles as, if she were an inanimate object, she'd be a fireplace, warming you up, kind of the cornerstone of the home that everyone wants to gather around. So that combined with the Hermit of Reverse as a strength of yours, I think going inward, focusing on your home environment, just kind of letting whatever chaos or swirl that's happening around you settle itself out is the advice here. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing. We have lots of 4s and 5s, which are about stagnancy and then change. There's an acknowledgement here that you may feel defensive, you may feel overloaded by this, but it's nothing you can't handle. You've experienced it before. Let it pass and all will be well. So that is your reading, pile one. I hope you enjoyed that. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. If you're interested in a free reading and it's January of 2022, please leave a comment to enter into my free reading giveaway, which I will draw a winner at the beginning of February. And regardless, I hope to see you at another reading. Have a great day, night, or evening, and I will see you soon. All right, pile two, thank you for being here. Here's your reading. We have the 2 of Swords, the Strength card, King of Pentacles reversed, 2 of Wands, High Priestess reversed. Okay, and our question is, what are your strengths to lean into in this situation? I'm getting that you're a very stubborn person in the best possible way, pile 2. I think you refuse to move until the time is right. You look at things from all possible perspectives, and you're not going to make a decision or commit to any particular pathway until it's really clear what the appropriate pathway would be. So if those are the strengths that are being highlighted here in your reading, I would say that the advice from Spirit is do nothing for right now. Well, no, actually, it's not exactly accurate. Not do nothing. Evaluate all sides, consider the pathways, make a pro and cons list, look at the potential decisions you could make and how the outcome would be for either of them. And then just see how things progress. So the Two of Wands is interesting because the Two of Wands is about both looking to the future and the past. It's not really about the present so much. So again, it brings in kind of that sense of evaluation of potential choices. High Priestess reverse can be about repressed thoughts and feelings, mysticism, esoterica. King of Pentacles reverse can be about over control or slowness in decision making to some degree. So again, I mean, these cards are all answering the question, what are your strengths to lean into? So you may not always see these things about strengths, or maybe you've gotten the feedback before from people that these aren't strengths. Like maybe people criticize you for being slow to decide or needing too much information before making a decision. But Spirit is clearly saying whatever this situation is or relationship with this person, going slowly is important. It's a strength to lean into. You need more information. You need more mental thought about it. And stay strong in the knowledge that that's what needs to happen. I'm getting, especially for you, pile 2, that this might be kind of an unpopular stance for you to take, but it's really important that you give yourself the time that you need and the space to be able to consider all the options. So that seems really clear to me, but I'm going to just ask Spirit if there's anything I missed or should add to the interpretation for that reading. So Spirit, anything to add for pile 2? Strengths they should lean into right now. Knight of Cups so far, then we have the King of Cups, the 8 of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, 4 of Wands, Queen of Swords, and 2 of Swords again. There's a lot of people showing up for you in this reading. I'm just noticing. So I'm wondering if whatever decision you make would have an impact on a large community or a family, which is part of why it's important to go slow. Again, with the 4 of Wands as well, which is about family or community. Plus, I mean, we've got 2 queens, a king, a knight here going on. With the 8 of Pentacles, that can be about, you know, working really hard or apprenticeship. Again, with the 2 of Swords, yeah. The encouragement, your strength here is to consider it from every person's viewpoint. Go slow as you're moving to the action stage. Resist any pressure. Maybe you're even kind of a diplomat type person, like you're getting advice or pressure from each of these different directions, each of these different people and interest groups of what should happen or what shouldn't. And your encouragement, your advice is to really engage your own mind about it and let everything settle. Don't allow yourself to be overly influenced by any one group. For this group, I wanna pull some advice for you in particular. So anything else, Spirit, you'd want to say for pile 2 about how to handle this situation? maybe 1 or 2 cards for just like a simple direction for advice. Ooh, love that. Well, I got 3 cards. With the Knight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So, and hopefully you can see all these. Your advice is the 9 of Pentacles with the Queen of Hearts and the 2 of Pentacles. So you may be inclined to try to juggle all the different interests of these different groups. And Spirit is saying, no, you do need to be in a juggling energy, but not of those people groups, of the 2 sides of yourself, the independent, free thinker, the one who has all that they need without any of the influence of these individuals, as well as the part of you that wants to be nurturing, loving, and compassionate to everyone. Those are the sides to balance within yourself, not anything related to directly meeting the needs of the different groups. I hope you understand the distinction there. Like, offering love is a different energy than offering concrete support, advocacy, or action. So Spirit is telling you to lean back away from advocacy and action and towards love and unconditional positive regard. Excuse me. So, I hope that resonated for you, pile 1. Nope, you're pile 2. Please leave me a comment. Let me know if it did or if it didn't. If you want to enter my free giveaway in the month of January 2022, please leave a comment on any of my videos to be entered. And I'll see you in the next reading. Thank you for being here. All right, hello pile 3, welcome to your reading. We're answering the question, what are your strengths to lean into in this situation or with this person? And we have the Queen of Pentacles, the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Queen of Swords in reverse, 5 of Cups in reverse, Justice in reverse, the Lovers in reverse. Well, this is interesting combination. So before you get concerned about so many reverse cards, remember the question is, what are your strengths to lean into? And a reverse card just gives you information about that energy. It doesn't necessarily mean it's negative. For example, Wheel of Fortune upright can be about positivity, good karma, good luck, but in reverse, it can be about, you know, rolling with the punches, bad karma, bad luck. But if we're talking about a strength to lean into, this could be saying that you're really skilled at rolling with the punches, or when the chips are down. Well, that's a lot of idioms. You're able to get back up after you're knocked down. And that strength is really needed in this situation. So I just wanted to say that before I interpret this whole spread. Give me just a moment here. Okay, so here is your strength to lean into in this situation. You are going to protect your own peace at all costs. What we have happening over here, I'm getting that you're in some kind of a conflict situation, whether it's work or a family or a friend group, where things just aren't going the way that you'd like them to go. There hasn't been, let's say, fair treatment. There hasn't been harmony. There have been maybe some broken relationships or fractured connections with people. And perhaps, I mean, Queen of Pentacles can be a very empathic, supportive person, but to a point. I mean, she's no Queen of Cups who tends to be almost like a, well, I don't want to say, I mean, there's nothing negative about the Queen of Cups, but she can be almost self-sacrificing to a degree that it's like all about the other person. Queen of Pentacles is too practical for that in a way. And that's kind of what I'm getting here with the situation. There's something going on here where you had to kind of put your foot down and say, no, it's not acceptable, actually. And I won't stand for it. And I don't care what you think about me, my inner peace, my home life, my mind, my emotions mean more than what you think of me or how you believe this should go or what your opinions are about the situation, about the company, about the family, about our relationship, etc. So for you to get to this point, you don't arrive at this overnight. And how is this a strength? So what is that quote from? Is it Eleanor Roosevelt, the first lady from way back when? It goes something like, women are like tea bags. You learn what they're made of when you put them in hot water. That's you. A lot of people, when they're put in difficult situations, they might crumble, fall apart, get really depleted, need a lot of extra support just to kind of make it through. And that's human. There's no shame in that. However, that's also not you. You're not a wilting flower. You've been in a tough situation, and the tough situation has brought out the fire in you, the Queen of Swords reverse. I don't know if you know much about the Queen of Swords reverse. I wish I had my other deck here where the Queen of Swords is holding up a massive machete. It's kind of amazing. So the Queen of Swords upright is about like very clear communication. Might be a little bit blunt or harsh at times. When she's reversed, she gives 0 Fs about anything. And protects what's hers at all costs. And that's really what I'm getting here. This can be an uncomfortable energy to be in, despite like how fiery of a person you might be, or even if you have an aggressive streak, it still can be a little bit guilt-inducing, particularly if you're a woman in America, let's say, because, you know, we're socialized to be more nurturing or empathic. This might be true in other countries as well. I'm just speaking to the US since that's where I grew up. So there's a clear message from Spirit coming through that don't turn against yourself for being in this this posture, in this position. The reason you're in this posture and position is because of the situation that you've been put in. If you were in a situation where there was no abuse of power, where there was no disrespect of relationship, there was no breakdown of conversation or communication or people being mistreated, none of this would come out. But you have the strengths of when you see things cross over into an unhealthy situation, you don't play with that. You say what's wrong, you stand up for yourself, you stand up for others, you let it burn if you need to, and then you protect your own peace. You don't get upset about people being triggered by the fact that you did that. You're like, well, what do you want me to do? Like, you acted a fool and I told you, and now you're mad. That's not my problem. Also, please be my friend. Let's see. Anything else I'm missing? Strengths from pile 3 to lean into that I haven't mentioned. Spirit, anything for pile 3 that should be emphasized differently, clarified, corrected from what I said. Strengths for them to lean into. So far we have the 2 of Wands, the 5 of Swords, the 3 of Pentacles, interesting. Anything else? 10 of Pentacles. And the 8 of Cups. Yep. So again, we're answering the question, what are your strengths to lean into? 2 of Wands. You see the past and the future. You see where, let's say this is a family or a friend group. You see the beginning of that family or friend group, how they used to be, and what the future will be if the current behavior, if the current pattern continues. That's a strength. You're able to almost prophesy for people in a way like, look, You may not think that this one thing is a big deal. You might see it as an isolated incident. I don't. I've seen this happen 5 times, and I know what happens if this happens 50 times, and here's the future. It's not pretty. You're able to very clearly say that, and people don't like it, but so be it. 3 of Pentacles is about actual partnership with others. So you may get some mirroring or messaging back that you're not actually a team player, that you're not supporting others. Don't listen to those people. You are, but what you're supporting, you're not supporting the people, you're supporting the ultimate health of that group. And that may or may not be supporting the people, depending on whether they're on board. Because next we have the 5 of Swords, which is winning at all costs. How do I want to say this? It's similar to the Queen of Swords reversed. Again, it's answering the question, what is a strength? So the strength is you are willing to set whatever fires you have to, fight whatever fights you need to get to what has to happen. And what is it that your aim is? The 10 of Pentacles, which is happiness, health, prosperity for yourself and others, for the whole community. I mean, the 10 of Pentacles is really a community card. It's not just about like my personal fulfillment. It's about, you know, the fulfillment of my family, of my town, of my company, of my relationship, of my children. Everything is thriving. So that's your strength. That's your orientation. And people, as a general rule, if they're lining up against you, you're not perfect, pile 3, but generally if people are lining up against you, it's because they're out for themselves, not for the group. And you can smell that a mile away. Theme of your reading is the 8 of Cups, which is about walking away, burning bridges in some cases. I'm not getting that you actually burn bridges in the sense of, you know, taking cheap shots at people, but I think you deliver some truth when you're ready to move on from something. And then, yeah, 4 of Cups, Ace of Cups, 7 of Cups. Very heart-centered person. Let me just tune in and see if there's anything else that Spirit might... I feel like Spirit might want me to pick something from another deck. I want to use this one, which just seems a little weird. It's my original messages deck. It's pretty old and a little bit falling apart, but Spirit asked me to do something, I listen. So, what do we got? The message is, I'll wait for you. We have forever to look forward to. Okay, so I'm kind of getting this as your message. Again, I'm getting this as some kind of system. So whether that's a family system, an organization, or a friend group. And your message is, look, you don't have to be on my level in this area or where we need to be, you know, with this dynamic right now. We'll get there eventually. And I'm happy to partner with you when we get there. But I'm not going to be part of something that's destructive or unhealthy for me right now. Again, my peace, it's my peace at all costs. So I think Spirit just wanted you to know that that's your dominant message, that people are internalizing from you, that it's a really positive thing, that even if they might get triggered on some of the difficult things that you might say, when it's all said and done, it's about you supporting that system long term. So that is your reading, pile 3. I hope you enjoyed that. I'd be really curious to hear if that resonates for you, or even if it doesn't. Please let me know in the comment section. And if you'd like to win a free reading and it's January 2022, please leave a comment and I will select a winner the first week of February 2022. And thank you so much for coming by. I hope to see you in another reading. Have a great day, night, evening, and see you again soon. Thanks so much.